Over 5 million tons of tilapia move across continents yearly, from farms in China, Egypt, and Latin America to markets worldwide. But how does a fish so delicate survive weeks in transit without losing its quality? 1 degree too warm, and it spoils. Some travel alive in oxygenated tanks, others are flash frozen within hours, while chilled shipments rely on a flawless cold chain. Handled correctly, it arrives fresh and delicious. One small error, and it's an unsellable loss. Tilapia begins its life in the warm, controlled waters of fish farms across China, Indonesia, Egypt, and Latin America, where carefully managed ponds, lakes, and reservoirs provide the ideal conditions for rapid growth. Farmers select these locations not only for their climate, but also for access to clean water, ensuring the fish develop firm, high-quality meat. Unlike wild-caught species that face unpredictable conditions, farmed tilapia benefit from a carefully regulated diet and environment, allowing them to reach market size in just 6 to 8 months. Their ability to thrive in a variety of water conditions has made them one of the most widely farmed fish in the world, supporting millions of livelihoods while feeding populations across the globe. But while raising them is relatively straightforward, the true challenge begins the moment they are harvested. The moment tilapia leave the water, the countdown begins. Every passing minute determines whether they remain fresh and flavorful or turn into an unsellable loss. Timing the harvest is crucial. Many farms operate at dawn or dusk when the air is cooler, reducing stress on the fish and helping maintain the integrity of their flesh. Workers use large nets to carefully collect them from ponds, ensuring minimal bruising or injury. From this point, the fish follow one of 3 distinct paths, each requiring a different approach to preservation. Live tilapia need more than just water. They need precision. Packed into oxygenated tanks, they rely on perfectly balanced temperatures and oxygen levels. Too much crowding and stress spikes. A small miscalculation and ammonia buildup can turn a healthy shipment into a disaster. These live shipments often move within domestic or regional markets, where short transport times allow for their survival. In some cases, tilapia are even shipped internationally in aerated water tanks aboard cargo planes, a process that requires precision at every stage to prevent losses. The ability to deliver live tilapia is highly valued, as it ensures maximum freshness for high-end restaurants and specialty markets where consumers prefer to select their seafood alive. Frozen exports follow a different path. The fish are stunned, gutted, and cleaned within minutes to prevent bacterial growth. Then they're plunged into ice slurry, dropping their temperature fast enough to lock in freshness before freezing solid. Within hours, they are moved into industrial freezers set at 40 degrees Celsius, a temperature that prevents the formation of large ice crystals, preserving the fish's texture and taste. This flash freezing process ensures that tilapia can be stored for months without significant degradation, making it the preferred method for long-distance transport. Once frozen, the fish are either packed whole or filleted, then vacuum sealed in plastic to prevent freezer burn before being packed into insulated shipping containers designed to maintain sub-zero temperatures throughout their journey. Chilled shipments demand perfection. Unlike frozen fish, which can last months, fresh tilapia have only days. Packed in ice just above freezing, they walk a thin line. Too warm and bacteria take over. Too cold and the texture is ruined. Maintaining this balance is critical. Too warm and bacterial growth accelerates. Too cold and the texture of the fish can be compromised. Unlike frozen exports, chilled tilapia have a much shorter shelf life, often needing to reach their destination within a matter of days. This means they are frequently transported by air, adding significant cost but ensuring a superior product for markets that demand the freshest seafood possible. The process does not end with harvest and packaging. Moving fish across international borders comes with a complex set of logistical and regulatory hurdles. Each shipment must comply with strict safety and hygiene standards, with exporters navigating an intricate web of certifications, inspections, and customs procedures. Many countries impose rigorous checks on imported seafood, requiring detailed records of handling practices, temperature logs, and proof of compliance with health regulations. Any deviation in documentation or temperature control can result in entire shipments being rejected, leading to massive financial losses. Even with the best planning, natural and logistical challenges can threaten the integrity of a shipment. Delays at ports, unexpected equipment failures, and even weather conditions can compromise temperature stability, leading to spoilage before the fish ever reaches its final destination. The cost of failure is high. If a shipment of chilled tilapia exceeds safe temperature thresholds, it cannot simply be refrozen, as this would damage the texture and pose potential health risks. For this reason, exporters invest heavily in real-time monitoring technology, using temperature sensors and GPS tracking to ensure that shipments remain within the required parameters at all times. Beyond logistics, the environmental impact of large-scale tilapia farming has also become a growing concern. While tilapia are often praised for their efficient feed conversion and ability to thrive on plant-based diets, poorly managed farms can contribute to water pollution and habitat destruction. Some producers have turned to more sustainable practices, incorporating closed-loop aquaculture systems that recycle water and minimize waste. Innovations in feed formulation have also helped reduce reliance on wild-caught fish meal, making tilapia farming more ecologically responsible. These advancements not only improve sustainability, but also enhance the reputation of farmed tilapia in global markets, where consumers are increasingly conscious of environmental and ethical considerations. From careful harvesting techniques to advanced preservation methods and the intricate coordination of international logistics, every step in the process is designed to protect the quality of the fish and ensure they arrive at their destination in peak condition. Whether traveling live, frozen, or chilled, tilapia must move through a network of carefully controlled environments, where precision is the key to success. The next stage of the process, the actual transportation of these fish across vast distances, brings its own set of challenges, requiring sophisticated shipping methods and cutting-edge technology to maintain freshness and prevent loss. Tilapia moves across continents through an intricate system where time, temperature, and handling determine whether the fish arrive fresh or become unsellable. Unlike more resilient foods, seafood is highly perishable, and even minor delays can cause irreversible spoilage. Every method of transport, live, frozen, or chilled, demands a different approach, balancing cost, efficiency, and preservation. Live transport is the most fragile and complex. Fish are placed in specialized oxygenated tanks with controlled water quality to reduce stress and prevent ammonia buildup. Short-distance transport allows them to survive in this state, but international shipments require even greater precision. Some are packed in water-filled, aerated plastic bags and flown in temperature-controlled cargo holds. Any disruption in oxygen levels, temperature fluctuations, or handling errors can result in high mortality rates, making this method both expensive and risky. However, the demand for live tilapia remains strong in high-end markets where freshness is valued above all else. Frozen transport extends shelf life and simplifies logistics. After harvest, tilapia are quickly gutted, cleaned, and flash frozen at 40 degrees Celsius to preserve texture and taste. They are packed into insulated containers and shipped on refrigerated cargo vessels designed to maintain sub-zero temperatures for weeks. While this method ensures stability, even a brief loss of temperature control can cause partial thawing, leading to irreversible quality loss. Advanced monitoring systems now track temperature fluctuations in real time, alerting logistics teams to any potential risks. Frozen tilapia is the most common method for long-distance shipping, allowing suppliers to distribute fish globally without the urgency of rapid consumption. Chilled transport requires the most precision. Unlike frozen fish, which can withstand extended shipping times, fresh tilapia must reach markets within days. After processing, they are packed in ice inside insulated containers to maintain temperatures just above freezing. Even minor fluctuations can accelerate bacterial growth, so every stage of transport, from refrigerated trucks to air freight, must be meticulously managed. Unlike frozen shipments, where temporary deviations in temperature might still allow salvage, chilled fish have no margin for error. This method is costly, relying on air transport to minimize travel time, but it caters to premium markets where consumers demand fresh, never-frozen seafood. International transport is further complicated by regulatory requirements, health inspections, and logistical challenges. Many importing countries impose strict sanitation standards, requiring exporters to provide detailed records of handling, processing, and transport conditions. Any failure to meet these standards can result in delays, rejections, or complete losses. Customs procedures add another layer of complexity, with shipments often facing bottlenecks due to inspections, documentation issues, or geopolitical factors. Even when all regulations are met, external factors like port congestion, flight delays, and unpredictable weather can disrupt supply chains. Economic considerations shape transport choices. Air freight is the fastest option, but also the most expensive, limiting its use to high-value markets. Sea transport is more affordable but requires longer transit times, making it viable primarily for frozen shipments. Land transport, used for regional distribution, depends on infrastructure, fuel costs, and border regulations. Exporters constantly weigh these factors, adjusting strategies based on demand, cost, and logistical feasibility. Technological advancements have improved transport efficiency. Refrigerated containers now use IoT sensors to track temperature, humidity, and oxygen levels in real time. Blockchain technology is being introduced to provide transparent, tamper-proof records of shipments, ensuring traceability and quality assurance. These innovations reduce risk, enhance food safety, and build consumer confidence in the global seafood supply chain. Moving tilapia across continents requires an intricate balance of logistics, technology, and regulatory compliance. From oxygenated tanks to frozen cargo holds and chilled air freight, each method presents unique challenges that demand precision at every step. Even with the best systems in place, climate change, shifting trade policies, and fluctuating fuel prices continue to shape the industry, forcing exporters to adapt. Whether arriving alive, frozen, or chilled, tilapia's path from farm to market depends on an unbroken chain of expertise, coordination, and cutting-edge preservation techniques. Keeping tilapia fresh across vast distances requires constant innovation. From improved freezing methods to smarter logistics, technology continues to reshape how fish move from farms to markets. One of the most significant advancements has been real-time cold chain monitoring. Traditional transport relied on passive temperature controls, but modern shipments now use IoT sensors that continuously track conditions. If a deviation occurs, whether due to equipment failure, unexpected delays, or human error, alerts are sent immediately, allowing adjustments before the fish are compromised. This level of precision reduces spoilage, saving millions in potential losses and ensuring consistent quality for consumers. Sustainability is also driving change. Concerns over the environmental impact of aquaculture have led to improvements in farming techniques that directly affect transport efficiency. More farms are adopting recirculating aquaculture systems, IRAS, which produce cleaner water and healthier fish, reducing the need for excessive processing or chemical treatments before shipment. Selective breeding programs are also producing hardier tilapia strains that withstand transport stress better, particularly in live shipments. The more resilient the fish, the higher the survival rate, making live transport a more viable option in regions where it was previously too risky. Packaging has seen major innovation as well. Traditional methods relied heavily on polystyrene and ice, but newer biodegradable packaging materials and gel-based cooling solutions are reducing waste while maintaining the necessary temperatures. Some exporters are even experimenting with modified atmosphere packaging, MAP, where oxygen levels are carefully adjusted inside sealed containers to slow bacterial growth and extend freshness. These improvements are particularly crucial for chilled tilapia, which has the shortest shelf life and the highest risk of spoilage if exposed to suboptimal conditions. Automation is another area transforming the industry. Processing plants are integrating robotic filleting and packaging systems, reducing human contact with the fish and improving hygiene standards. In transport hubs, automated cold storage facilities optimize inventory management, ensuring that frozen and chilled shipments are rotated efficiently to prevent unnecessary spoilage. The more precise the handling, the lower the risk of delays caused by improper storage, making large-scale exports more reliable. Global trade dynamics are influencing transport strategies. With shifting regulations and fluctuating fuel prices, exporters are continuously optimizing their shipping routes. Some are diversifying their distribution networks, relying less on single major markets and instead reaching multiple regions to mitigate risks. Others are investing in hybrid shipping models, where frozen tilapia is stored in regional hubs and defrosted closer to the point of sale, reducing dependency on expensive air freight while maintaining a steady supply of fresh fish. Consumer preferences are also shaping transport choices. The demand for traceability has led to the use of blockchain technology, which provides a transparent, tamper-proof record of each shipment's handling history. Buyers can now verify where their tilapia was farmed, how it was processed, and whether it remained within safe temperature ranges throughout transport. This level of transparency is becoming a key selling point, particularly in markets where food safety concerns influence purchasing decisions. Technology, sustainability, and evolving trade strategies are all reshaping the way tilapia moves across the world. Every improvement, from smarter packaging to better monitoring, reduces waste, cuts costs, and ensures that the fish arriving in markets and restaurants are as fresh as possible. The next time tilapia appears on a plate, its quality is not just the result of careful farming, but of an intricate global effort to keep it perfect until the very last mile. Tilapia crosses oceans and borders, but keeping it fresh is a fight against time. A single degree too warm, and it's ruined. Some arrive alive, some frozen solid, others packed in ice, all relying on technology to survive the trip. Behind every fillet is an invisible world of precision and risk. If this side of food fascinates you, subscribe for more untold stories of what it takes to feed the world.